little before 7, Friday of a short week, but it felt like a long week. I know what we're having for dinner tonight. I went into a store a couple of weeks ago to pick something up, and these were all like on display. And I'm like, you know what? That'll be good for a Friday night. Take out dinner at home. I can't wait to get like my spray nozzle. It's so hard to keep the sink clean without it. I gotta get that mug put downstairs. Legos, I'm gonna work on it today. And then just kind of an overview. I took off the tablecloth, so I'm gonna get that all changed up today. And then I'm happy with the way the little mice and everything came together. I'm very happy with it. And then I'm going to get my IKEA stuff unpacked today that I got. I think I picked it up earlier in the week. And then just kind of hopefully finish up the last little bit of the living room here. Hunter doesn't like a made bed, but anyways, got everything done that I needed to on the main floor. And Hunter gets up in these chairs whenever we're not home, and he has paw prints and fur all over it. So I'm gonna wash these today too whenever I wash the IKEA stuff. So everything is in order, and I probably should have charged the MacBook. Seems like every time I go to use it, the battery is always dead. And Linus is like, I'm just waiting for you to go upstairs, Mama. And we also got the shredder out. I think it's just so handy to have it here for now. We got it at Costco, and so far we've been happy with it. So just thought I'd share a little bit of like what I'm listening to. I picked Lola by the Kinks, and then this is kind of the songs that are all coming up, and I'm pretty happy with it. It's a good variety. Sweet Home Alabama is one of my favorites. Otis Redding, I would never think about listening. And Paul Simon, love Paul Simon. The Doobie Brothers, like music I wouldn't normally listen to. I like Fleetwood Mac. This one here I didn't really know, but then once I heard it, I was familiar with it. So sometimes it's songs that you're really, really familiar with, and sometimes it's not. So everything's good with my boy and my mom, and I decided to do a last minute Walmart pickup order. I wanted to get some totes, and I wanted to try ordering the strawberries and raspberries to see how they are. So I'm just waiting for them to bring out my groceries, and you can see the garden centers are starting to fill up. It was really nice to see all of the flowers. It's still a little bit too chilly, but it is nice to see all the garden centers coming together. So I got 2 bins to help pack up all of the clothes. I didn't get too much. I ordered ginger ale. They said it wasn't available. And then this is all the groceries. I just kind of got like the main staple things. I thought it'd be a good time to replenish and then try the berries. Okay, it was a last minute Walmart pickup order because I wanted to get the bins, and I wanted to try ordering the berries online. I'm very happy with them. The 2 raspberries, the 2 strawberries. Grapes were on for $2, less than $2 a pound. And then I said, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and get my staples. Andrew needed deodorants. I knew that the sugar cubes were getting low, so I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and get them. I wanted some dill pickle chips, so I just got the Great Value brand. Just the yogurt with the granola. Other yogurt that I buy, the 2 Good. So I always get 2 strawberry and 1 vanilla. And then the blended strawberry banana, and then the caramelized maple pear. So I am going to be starting, hopefully, to make my own yogurt and granola and all that. But I got to get through the next couple of weeks with everything going on, and then get a recipe, watch the videos, and really kind of figure out how to do it. Just got 1 English cucumber. And then the coffee cream, it wasn't on sale, but it's okay, I needed it. And then I just went ahead and got 2 of the 0 sugar French vanilla, because at Walmart they're 2 for $9, so $4.50 each, and everywhere else they're like at least $6 each. So sometimes you just have to kind of like know what your prices are and your staples. So I have the room for everything. And so I just gotta make sure that this is the cucumber that we eat first, and then I'm gonna put all the yogurt in the back and then take it out of the packaging and then just get everything else put away, and then I'll deal with it later today. Okay, just kind of doing what a normal Friday routine, trying to get what I need for the weekend. I have my daily load of laundry in, and then I'm gonna go down and edit. So I'm gonna bring down the bedding that I used for the fall and winter, and then I'm gonna take down my tablecloth and the Easter mug and get those things put away, and get the new tablecloth from my bin and bring that up, and just see if there's anything else that I wanna bring up just to kind of finish off a little bit of decorating. And then I'm gonna focus on the IKEA stuff and get it washed this afternoon or this evening to get everything switched over tomorrow. Okay, my little corner that I started, and it's going to be changing a lot now that I'm going to be getting some things from IKEA. I'm sorry, the furnace, water heater, something's running. So those are the dog blankets. Those are my tablecloths down there. I wanted to change that. So I think this is the one that I'm leaning for like spring and summer. And then this is another one. It's really bright. I thought it would be good for spring, but I think I'm just gonna take both of them up so I can kind of rotate them. But I think this would be my main one. And then I just have the bedding up here, and then I'll worry about it whenever I change out to the fall and just kind of keep moving everything around. Then I have my sunflowers up here, and I'm not worrying about any of this now. I can get to what I need to get. There's some kind of organization. I do want to slim this down a lot more when it comes to fall. Like fall, Halloween, January. And then what I'm trying to do is build up like my stock that I can come down and shop. So I know that I put that picture out for everyday decor. I have my Lego poinsettias here that I got for a good price. My different mugs. I'll be bringing my mom one up for May, say March, Easter, all the fall mugs, so much fall. Some winter, my chargers and all of that, and then different vases and flowers and the tier trays and everything. So I think once I get into the seasons and get my stuff down to as minimal as possible, I think it'll work. And then I usually bring the clock up that my son made me, and then I have my little leprechaun here. So I need to figure out a few more things and keep downsizing and then picking up little trinkets. So all the stuff that I have on my tiered tray for May, I could put in that bin and do what I wanted to do last year. But I think now I have a better strategy of what I want for home decor, with smaller pieces, and then having the pillows and blankets and the different things to change. So anyways, I gotta remember to bring these to get washed so I can put them up, and I'll probably wash them with some of the IKEA stuff that I'm doing because I need the tablecloth on there for dinner tonight. Now it's time to edit. The finishing touches are coming together. I'm very happy with what I have accumulated over the past couple of years. Just the simplicity of the yellow chair. It's just more for a pop of color. It's really not functional, but I do feel like it just kind of brings everything together. This tablecloth, I really like it. I love the length of it. I knew it was clean, so I just threw it in the dryer. And I also have 6 of these placemats. I thrifted them, and I love them. So usually it's just the 3 of us. So I just kind of rotate them, and it's pretty good. Like, the tablecloth stays pretty clean. It's just these I have to wash. And then I finally have my napkin holder. It's just a simple white, but it's exactly what I wanted. And then we use napkins instead of like the paper towels, and I don't want to be washing napkins, so we do compost them too. So this has come together very nicely. So I am going to go ahead and bring in my IKEA stuff to share it with you, and then I'm going to be switching my laundry and doing more laundry. So I thought I'd share all of this before the appliances start running. I am realizing that I think IKEA is going to be the way to go for home decor after getting the pillow inserts and the pillow covers. Very affordable, pretty reasonable, and I was looking at getting it shipped to the house, and I think this would have cost me like little under $20, but I saw that they had a click and collect for $5. So I was able to get this sent to Staples, and I was able to pick it up, and this is everything that I got, and it cost me $5 to ship it, and I just had to go and pick it up. I got 2 more of the pillow inserts because the yellow ones are on smaller pillows that I had, and I just wanted them to fit properly. These were $8 each, and then I just went ahead and tried these 2 bath mats. They were $10 each. So I grabbed 2 of them because we usually put like one in front of the bathtub, and then I like another one in front of the sink, and I think that these are going to wash really good. If I'm happy with them, I'm going to get quite a few and then just kind of like wash them like a towel more regularly. I just haven't been happy with the ones that I've been getting, and I think these are going to be really nice. So I will see how these are. And then the last thing I got was this twin blanket. This was $20, but I really like the color of it. And this, I was all just kind of going by what I think would match. And the color matches perfectly with this blanket that I have on the ottoman. I like having like the checked, but I didn't know if this would go good on the ottoman or having something up here, because I kind of like having something for the pop of color. But I do know that they had this in green too, and it's a lot lighter weight and easy to wash and store. And then if Linus goes on it, he won't pull it, because that was what happened with some of my other blankets that I had. So anyways, Hunter has some paw prints and everything on here, so I'm gonna wash all of this stuff and the bath mats and then get everything kind of changed to the way that I want it. I do like this Snoopy blanket, but I just want to kind of have like the solid yellow. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna put this on the ottoman or on the chair. It's probably gonna go on the chair for now, because I do like the balance of the floral with this check here. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I think it might be too much yellow or whatever like that, but there's something about these pillow covers that I really, really do like. I like the little bit of yellow and then the little bit of blue. The only thing is I wish that they weren't 20 by 20. I really wish they were 16 by 16. That is the size that I want, but IKEA, all of their pillows are pretty much 20 by 20. There's not a lot in the size that I want. So that's the only thing that I don't like, but for the price and how easy it is to wash and replace them and change them out, definitely is something I can deal with compared to having, you know, the sizes that I want. This is definitely gonna help me minimize my home decor, but also have those staple pieces, but also bring a little bit of change when I feel like I need some to freshen up the home. I don't even remember if I showed you. I got everything put away. So I had some baby carrots. I just rinsed them off. So I'm gonna get them in a container so the dogs will have snacks, and that for the weekend too. These are like really great. I think these were on for like 99 cents or something. So that is a good thing to have too, just for this time of the year, because it's easy, it's convenient. I know it's better to do it yourself, but when things are getting busy and you got lots to do, sometimes you need little helpers, and I can't wait to get my new sink and get the faucet and all that. But anyways, it's happening soon. I just have to keep being patient. And once again, everything is organized, good to go. Just focusing on the produce that I do have that I'll be able to use, and then just getting a few things to help me get through the weekend. But the biggest thing I need to do right now is go out and get my ground beef for dinner. And then I am going to do a whole fresh freezer inventory very quickly to use up the things that I want to get done before we get into May, June, July, August, September, like barbecue season. And then I will be restocking my freezer very differently for the next few months to make dinners quick and easy, and having my husband barbecue as much as I can get him to do. I have 4 pieces of paper that I'm going to take out. So I have chicken, pork, beef, and then miscellaneous is like some freezer meals and that I have out there. I typed it all up and I just didn't feel like it was what I do. I'd rather have it in my own handwriting, organize it the way that I want to do it, and I'm gonna go out and move things around because my drawers were really full, and then there was certain meat that was on sale. So now I'm gonna kind of put it in the way that works for me, and probably for the month of May, my goal is to clean up some of the things that I don't really use a lot of in the barbecue season. And then as I need chicken, when I buy it, I'm going to start marinating it. So whenever it's in the morning, I'm like, okay, what are we having for dinner tonight? We're going to have, tacos or something like that. That way I can just bring it in. It's already marinated, and then my husband can grill it, and then we can chop it up and have, whatever we are having for dinner that night. Okay, I got everything kind of organized. Some of the sale shopping you've seen during the past month. Some seasonal items, chicken, beef, and then I have pork down here. So I have everything inventoried, and now, I am good to go. I have lots of quick, easy meals, and I also know what I need to buy and what I don't need to buy again until we get closer to those fall and winter months again. Okay, so I brought in the ground beef. So I have a brisket, I have a large roast, a small roast, 2 packages of lean ground beef. We got steaks for Easter weekend, so there's 2 of them in a Ziploc. And then I have 3 packages of that ground beef and pork mixture. I need chicken. I need a lot of chicken breasts because they are just so quick and easy. And honestly, I think it's just as easy to get those packages at Walmart. Go in and grab them, and I can break them up the way that I want them. And sometimes it's just more convenient. Pork chops, pork tenderloin, great. I do have some ground pork and some Italian sausage with no casing. And then the miscellaneous couple of spaghetti sauces, frozen pizzas, great for quick, easy lunches on the weekend. Stuffed turkey breast, that's great for a night I don't feel like cooking. Those ice cream sandwiches, and then the cinnamon raisin bread. So anyways, I gotta run to the dollar store, so I'm gonna go run to the dollar store, get the things that I need, and then come home and get all of the laundry and everything switched over, and get the laundry going so I can finish up the living room. So going into the weekend, I have a strategy, and then tomorrow the focus is the bathroom. Linus wants in, and that's how I try and stay on top of shopping and sales. This week I didn't need a lot, but I wanted a few things, so I took advantage of the convenience of the Walmart pickup and stocked up on all of those staples that we use, and that way I have them, they're pushed to the back. We'll use the older stuff first, and then I can just kind of rotate them, and getting very minimal produce for the weekend because I know I need to clean stuff up, but I also know that I had a meal plan for the weekend. So as we get into Sunday or Monday, as we finish up Veda, I'll share with you how I'm going to take all of this and then kind of come up with a meal plan and just do my week-to-week shopping, whether it be fresh produce, what's on sale, and then getting some, sale items too. Let's do a quick Dollarama haul. I got the dill pickle chips because I was craving them, and Steve loves these Ruffles barbecue, so I got them at the dollar store, and then Andrew got sweet chili heat for Easter, so I think Friday night tonight, pop and chip night sounds good. And this is what I went for because Hunter has to start being tied now because he's digging up the backyard, so this way he'll be able to stay closer. Got a bunch of these sketchbooks. I wasn't happy with that one that I got. I find like it doesn't turn the page, but this, I love this. Like, I love it blank. These were $1.75, so I got 2. And I had these in my cart first. These are just notebooks, but there's no lines in them. And it was 5 of them for $5. I decided to get 2 packages, and this bin was $5. And then these 2 gray ones were $3 each because I'm doing the bathroom upstairs tomorrow. I'm just fed up with products and everybody's stuff everywhere, and I'm coming up with a system. And then these were $5 each because I need to do my kitchen while it's going to be upgraded and all that. So this can be for all of my stuff underneath the sink, like my mystery race, my scrub daddies, and all that kind of stuff, so that way I can keep it out in the garage. And then this one here will be like all of my tin foil, my parchment paper, and all that kind of stuff, and then all the pots and pans and the other stuff will go in my laundry basket. So I'm kind of organized, but anyways, this is what I have. And then I need to get my laundry and everything going because I have stuff going on this afternoon, and I don't want my dryer running while nobody's here. It's just gonna be the dogs. So anyways, that's my dollar store. I'm organized for the weekend and want to use my time wisely. I don't know where the afternoon went, but I am glad that I had something out for dinner. So we're gonna make this crunch wrap supreme. So you have like the big wraps and then the tostados, then you have the taco seasoning, and then I guess the cheesy thing in here. I was telling my daughter about it because she saw it, and I'm like, well, by the time you go and buy all this stuff, like I think this was 7 something, a little bit more than what I would normally spend, but it has everything there. So I have the ground beef, I have the iceberg lettuce. I need to wear glasses now to read all of this fine print, so I have to have them there, but if I have them on longer, I get dizzy, so I'm probably going to need to get progressives for my distance when driving, and then I need that for like fine print. So anyways, my secret's out with all of my glasses. Those are just readers I bought at the grocery store to kind of get me through. But anyways, you got to put the tostados in the oven for like 3 minutes, and then you put the cheese on top of it. And I have no idea how this is going to turn out. So anyways, I'm in comfy clothes, hunters all around the kitchen. So you take a half a cup of the ground beef, and then I got my glasses on to read the rest of the instructions. Oh, Steve and I were just terrible with our glasses because he needs them to see up close, but not for distance. So you put the tostado, the cheese size, down, and then I'm just putting sour cream. Then I got to read the instructions again. And then I'm going to put lettuce. I didn't have any tomatoes or peppers or anything, so I'm just kind of using what I have. And I guess I didn't need to put cheese on it, but then I grated it and I'm going to put it on. And then it has a display on the box, so thankfully that was big enough to see. So you just kind of like do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it shows you exactly how to do it. So it actually came together pretty good. So then I had my pan preheating, so it says to put the seam side down and then do 2 minutes per side. And I was actually impressed with how this came together. I did have to turn my pan down just a little bit. It was a little bit too warm as it stayed on there, but I know that my element to the left is way too hot. So I think this turned out really good. It's pretty beefy and like substantial. So anyways, it turned out really good. And then I just kept doing them over and over, and then it made 4. So we each had one, and then there was one for leftovers for lunch tomorrow. Andrew loved it. And it's 8:40. We were stuffed, no pops and chip tonight. I just got everything cleaned up. I just didn't have a lot of energy tonight. I didn't even do any Legos today. I did get this laundry done, so I'm going to work on that tomorrow. And then the one thing I did do tonight was I took all of my proteins and I kind of came up with a list of what I can make. So really all I have to kind of do is get produce and use up what I have, just with the rainy weather and everything. I think it'll help me on certain nights coming up with something. So anyways, it was a short week. It was a long week. I'm glad it's over. And I think everybody's looking forward to just having a little bit of a quieter weekend after a really beautiful Easter weekend.